Hey guys, this is my digital story and I hope you enjoy it. When we look back and examine ourselves, we don't always see everything that we have been through adolescence-wise that have come to influence our adult selves. Until we are put into places, predicaments, and problems, we don't understand how dramatically we're influenced and affected by our past. We tend to not understand, so when we come into terms and act with trial or tribulation, our past affects our character and how we act then upon that situation. Theories such as the ecological system theory, which focuses on the development and role of a child's environment and how it affects them. The intergroup contact theory expounds upon the social influence. Bronfenbrenner's ecological system theory was developed in 1979 in an attempt to show how the role of the environment plays in childhood development. He came up with 5 system levels that occur in child development. Within each system, there are specific interactions, people, and places that make up that system. Those settings, people, and things all help to affect the child in a negative or a positive way. He created this theory to explain that if a child is having a change in a certain system they are currently in, this can cause a major effect and influence in other systems. Now, when taking a step back and thinking about major interactions growing up, I see how my parents raised me and I can connect it to a point on how I treat others around me. I thought about my best friends and personal things that they told me before on situations they went through growing up and even how their own parents treated them, and that makes me connect the dots on how they behave. You start to understand more on why they do certain things, why they talk a certain way, their love language, and more. You begin to understand on a deeper level as to where this sense of character all stems from. For example, a friend of mine grew up in a verbally abusive home. So when they would get upset, sometimes the words that they would use or even the tone that they showed, it would show where the aggressiveness stemmed from. Being in a rough environment can cause a major effect on someone's life as they get older, which can lead to social problems. I'm going to talk next on the intergroup contact theory, which just talks about ways to help improve interactions and relations among people. There are 4 main points that the theory focuses on, and those are common goals, equal status among people, cooperation between parties, and support. As we grow up, there are many new people we come in contact with, whether it's through a job, school, a sport, or more. Growing up, my mom had me involved in everything, and I mean anything you could think of. I was heavily involved in programs, sports, jobs, clubs, and more. So I had a wide spread of interactions I came by growing up, which led me to develop an open mind to different people. I was raised by parents that taught me not to see color, but to not be as colorblind as well. I was the child growing up that would talk to anyone and everyone no matter what they look like. So my social influence with others was never small. Now, when deciding on a college, I made sure I went to a school where it was diverse. I wanted and desired to have a melting pot due to my open-mindedness and wanting to know more about others. So when I look back on myself, I never had the problem of me being prejudiced or just not speaking to someone just because they are a certain race. But coming into college, you learn that some people are stuck in a closed mindset where they don't know how to socially interact with people that don't necessarily look like them. I think a big part of my college life was learning how to understand and adjust to people that had never been around someone that looked like me. I had to learn also that some professors and staff that I came into contact with were gonna have certain expectations of me just because of what I look like. Now, depending on how and what a person grew up around, lifestyle, value-wise, and more, this can affect their social interactions with others. Both these theories connect with each other, and this is due to one system failing and one having a major effect on someone's development that will later influence interactions. I think both theories help me to understand myself and others around me on a deeper level. Communication, interaction, socially, emotionally, and physically stem all from something. I've learned that some things I was taught to live by have changed views, and I have changed views on as I got older. As I get older, I realize that it is my choice on whether or not I want to change in a positive way. Thanks for coming to my story. Bye, guys.